Good afternoon from Gilly, everyone. It's Anifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I wanted to talk about the sacred space of silence. And we know that in our very busy lives, and this is all over the world, there's very little space for silence. And I'm so surprised, though maybe I should not be, because again, I'm seeing the similarities all around the world, that I'm actually seeing more midlife people who are caught up in texting messages or YouTube videos or TikTok videos or social media. And I'm all for social media. You know, this is on social media too. Yet, it doesn't allow our minds to have a space of silence. And I thought I'd start with this quotation. Today, I felt that a lot of the reflections that were coming through me are related, not only today, it's actually been for a few days, and I'm finally making this video. It's related to Nisargadatta Maharaj and his, whether teachings or just mostly quotations and reflections. And of course, you know that I love reflecting, and I hope that you will reflect on these quotations and ideas that I share with you today. So this first one says, beyond the mind, there is no such thing as experience. Beyond the mind, there is no such thing as experience. And the reason I wanted to start with this is because I definitely feel that this is a space that many of us who are practicing meditation or perhaps yoga, and of course we know that meditation is, or can be, or likely is helped with meditation too. Meditation being that alignment with the divine energy, the divine source, whichever you're calling that term, whether it's source, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, whether it's oneness, whatever it is, something bigger than ourselves. When we connect with that, that's an alignment. And most of the times when we're in that space of meditation or prayer, deep prayer can be the same, when there's no actual thought, it's just that space to receive. And so sometimes people will pray for, I hope I get this, I hope I get this. And sometimes we can modify prayer with, if it's good for me, or if it's the right thing for me. I don't want to ask for something that isn't going to bring me something good. And of course, we know that everything that we ask for, or even speak or do, has both good and not so good in it. So even that request, that if it's good for me or if it's good for my family, it's often something that's related to our ego minds. So it's very limited. It's very limited, in God or the universe is very expansive. So when I say, if it is good, period, let it be good, that would be a great meditation intention or prayer intention. And then there needs to be a space where there's no experience. The experience of, I'm making this intention. The experience of, well, based on my experience, I'm going to recommend this person do this or say this, or I'm going to understand someone's emotions even, or I actually understand the readings or teachings. That's an experience also, because we can actually put it into words. And when we have an experience that we can put into words, we've often seen that or learned that somehow in our past somewhere. So it's not a really divine energy. It is definitely, could be truth, it could be peace that we are able to bring our own minds to, yet there is not an actual experience there. The experience comes after that space of, how did that idea even come to my mind, or how did this friend just pop out of the blue to help me, or how did this stranger speak with me, or how did this whatever happen. So in that, that's the space that we need. And yet we're so busy. So oftentimes with mindless tasks, and of course I'm encouraging us to be mindful of what we do, yet sometimes we just need some escape, or we feel like we need some escape from the mind is so busy. If I keep myself busy with this task, whatever it is, reading a book, hearing a lecture, listening to music, it keeps our mind busy, and we can then feel like we've had a break and then go on to do the next task. And oftentimes we will kid ourselves in thinking that we've had a break because the mind has been busy before that, and then during that, and then it's going to be busy after. So wanted to bring that attention to that space of silence, which is sacred. And do we look at it as sacred? Because many people think, oh, I don't even know what to do, and I'm sure I have to do something. And why not honor that space and do nothing? And nothing for our minds is still something for sacred divine energy coming through us. So we're both, remember, we have a mind, we have a body, but our minds are governed by this sacred energy, or helped by this sacred energy. Our bodies are helped by that energy. We are that energy too. So when we are aligning with that energy, we are allowing that space for something that is beyond the mind to take place in that space. So I thought I'd read also this quotation, which might help focus our intentions. And, you know, a lot of people that I am aware of in this sort of expansive thinking or awareness use terms like liberation or moksha or enlightenment, and all of those are useful terms just for the mind or the intellect to understand. So today I thought I'd use this quotation too to share this space with you for your own mind to create the space if it's truth for you. It says liberation is when the mind does not long for anything, grieve about anything, reject anything, or hold on to anything, and is not pleased about anything or displeased about anything. Can you imagine this space is that space of nothing, no thing? And this is not to say that someone is not pleased or displeased in general about something or other, but this liberation space is, it's not dependent on something. It's not because I'm pleased that my mind has a focus on it. It's not because I'm displeased that my mind has a focus on it. Those are the excuses the mind will use, that because this, and you know, I made a video about that not too long ago, about having no reason to be happy, just to be happy for the sake of being happy. That's the same space of just being, just existing, and understanding that work is still happening behind the scenes. And that behind the scenes comes through us in our forms, in our bodies, our minds, our expressions, our experiences, and our emotions too. And so this I thought was very useful for us to reflect on, because when I do not want anything, and again I had mentioned that Buddha quote last time of I want this and changing that, and you can check that out if you'd like, but this whole idea of when I let go of that, I am liberating this mind. And our minds have become so full, so as busy as our lives outside of us have become, our minds have become full too. Yet on the surface, someone can look very quiet, very calm, very relaxed till they're sleeping. They might be reading. They look very at ease, and yet it's a very busy mind. And oftentimes that busy mind has decided to do something to take itself away from that busyness by sleep or by reading or by listening to something or by talking or meeting friends or having a party or going to a party or that sort of idea. Then I thought that I would share this quotation. Remember, in this process of liberating this mind from its attachments, do I have an attachment to things, to people, to ideas, to concepts, to beliefs, to judgments, meaning something is really good, something is really not good, and that's my judgment. Something is right, something is not right, that's my judgment. And again, this is all based on the experience that not only we personally have had, but we have had as a collective society too. Most of us are really aware of our own experience. This made me not happy, so I avoid it. This made me happy, so I go after it. And so this space that we're talking about, it says, when I look beyond the mind, I see the witness. Beyond the witness, there is infinite intensity of emptiness and silence. Emptiness and silence. And you think, oh, why would I want to be there? I want to be in that space of excitement, enjoyment, or distraction. And we might not call it distraction when we're doing it. We're just saying that this gives me peace. Whatever it is it peace? Because if you feel like you have to do something to be peaceful, then that's a distraction. If you are not happy unless you're sharing something that's deep in your heart that you want to share. And look, I'm sharing something right now. But this is a space of sharing, and sharing with an open heart and an intention and hope that others will benefit from understanding the value of this sacred space is definitely worth this time. Then I thought I would tell you this, or share this quotation with you that I just thought is really so fitting. Right now I'm in Gili, and some of you know that I have been in Bali for quite some time. I'm still in Indonesia. I'm in Gili Island, which is Gili Air. And I love this space, and I will say that it does give me space because I don't have a particular routine. I still do my regular things in terms of my meals, and I still go for a little walk, whether it's going to the ocean, and then I meditate at the ocean, which is very different than what I could do in Bali. At the same time, the meditation I could do in the homestay is very similar to this meditation at the ocean front. For my senses, it's very satisfying. I can say that I love looking at the ocean. The colors here are so beautiful, so that's lovely. Yet, that's also an experience. So what happens when I can't see those colors? I'm still happy, and I don't need the experience to know who I am. This quotation says, "The real world is not only stranger than we imagine, it is stranger than we can imagine." Not only stranger than we imagine, and not it's stranger than we can imagine. Can you imagine? I'll say that. Imagine me using those words. I'm saying those words, same words. This is the space. This is something that, whatever our minds can create, that this is what I want to do. This is really important to me. This is really a good thing to do. This space of emptiness, this sacred space, brings something to the mind that we cannot even imagine. And this is where I definitely feel the true experience, outcome, manifestation, whatever word you want to use, of alchemy takes place. And we need that space, and it's an extended space to be in that space. So even when I know exactly the people that are around me, it does not give that same clarity as being in a space where nothing externally is stimulating so much that I feel like, I should ask that person how they're doing. I see that they're looking not well today. Those are the things that catch my eye. Here, I definitely feel the same way. I feel the energies off of people, and I have compassion. And at the same time, so I'm exactly the same, and yet I feel that I've given myself a different space to work from right now, and I love that. So this is opening up a doorway for something to arrive into this awareness through an expansive awareness that I cannot even imagine. So this is definitely the process right now. And I thought I'd also share this beautiful, I guess it's a poem, quotation. Let me try to find it because I thought it was here. Here it is. This is by Rumi, and I love Rumi's writings. And this one is exactly how I feel right now. So it says, "Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there's a field." I'll meet you there. And I find it so touching. It's like we're all there. We're all there. And it's such a beautiful space if we welcome that space of connection, interconnectedness. And it says, "When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about." And it sounds funny that I'd get emotional about such a simple statement, but so profound. And I hope you can understand it and understand why these are tears of joy. It's such a beautiful experience here. There's so much that I know is exactly the same as Bali. And I thank the universe for this time and space, and for being able to share this experience with you. This experience that I'm having in sharing this. There is no experience in this space that is allowing me to get beyond the mind. I wish you a fabulous day or night ahead, and I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day or night, everyone.